Today, I'm here to cook a dish that you could easily argue is the most important dish in Italian cuisine. It's a dish that, frankly, I'm a little bit ashamed to say that we have barely covered on the channel before, which is really a mistake because it's a dish that really everyone who has any interest in Italian food needs to master. It's very simple in theory, but as we all know, sometimes the simplest dishes are the most difficult to perfect. And so today we're going back to the basics with spaghetti and tomato sauce. Before we jump into cooking the dish though, I need to fill you guys in on an ongoing story. One of the most important things I've learned here in Italy is that the best food has stories behind it. And that's definitely the case with today's dish. And I'd like to explain to you why I'm cooking this dish today. But in order to tell this story, I'm going to need my co-host. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you.
So for those of you who caught our last video, Ava has been in the hospital for a while. What was it? Close to a month?
More or less.
Yeah. We won't bore you too much with the details. If you want to go back and watch that video, you can. Long story short, Ava, who is pregnant with our daughter, her water broke early in her 6th month and had to go to the hospital and spend a long time there. And we weren't really sure what was going to happen. I guess we still aren't really sure what's going to happen. But...
No, because I could live also in, I don't know, 3 hours, 4 hours, but we take it step by step, day by day.
As I said in that video, she went to a hospital in a city called Catanzaro, but then right about the time that video came out, she was actually transferred here to Cosenza, Calabria, to a different hospital. Basically, the best option was to rent this apartment, which is where we are now. So I moved here to Cosenza. Then a few days after moving into this apartment, we got the very surprise news that neither of us were expecting, which is that they were releasing Ava from the hospital.
Releasing with some condition.
Yeah.
Basically, they told me that I have to live here, close to the hospital, and I'm going back every 48 hours to check that everything is okay.
Yeah, we can't go home to Dessau. We have to stay here so that if anything happens, we can rush over to the hospital. But otherwise, everything is going well.
Absolutely.
Baby's fine. Ava's fine. So for at least a while, we're gonna be living here in Cosenza.
Which, by the way, is a very beautiful place.
It is, and it sort of surprised me. And actually, we maybe have to do a video while we're here on Cosenza a little bit, because it's actually a pretty interesting place in ways that I didn't expect. Before we get talking about the dish that I am going to cook today.
Because I need to rest. And this is the most wonderful excuse that I can use. I need to rest.
Before we get to that, just wanted to thank everyone who sent us such good wishes, good vibes. So many people wrote to us, left beautiful comments on our last video. We really felt a lot of love and support. Thank you to everyone who joined our Patreon and sent us super chats, and it was really
impressive,
unexpected and really amazing. Yeah,
yes.
and a big thank you to everyone.
For me, it was a moment in which I realized, because sometimes when you are in the hospital, let's be honest, you feel alone. So in that moment, I didn't felt alone. So I didn't feel alone. So thank you so much.
Speaking of the hospital, how is the food, Ava?
Terrible, horrible. I don't know. I don't have maybe words to explain. You are already in a situation that you don't want to be there. And then lunch arrives. So at least you think, okay, maybe I will eat something that is decent. No.
Ava was sending me pictures of all the meals, and when I was there visiting her, I would see the meals that they were bringing in. It was just bland and awful. And I think the worst part was seeing the pasta that they made.
That was so bad. It's in a month, I couldn't eat a single piece of pasta because every day was more overcooked than the day before. And I don't know how it is possible.
So obviously, now that Ava is out of the hospital, the first thing she wanted to do was go out and eat some good food. So actually, the first thing that we went and got was, of course, a pizza. We're very lucky here in Cosenza. There's a pizzeria that is owned by a Neapolitan pizza chef. His original location in Naples is actually where we go for our pizza lesson with a real pizza chef on the Pasta Grammar tour. And speaking of which, we're very much looking forward to next year, and we have new dates for 2027 for both the Pasta Grammar tour, the Weekend Assad, the Taste of Calabria. They're all available and ready to book right now. So if you're interested in joining us and going to a fantastic pizzeria where you'll actually learn how to make your own pizza, and then exploring all different kinds of places in southern Italy with us.
And food?
No, there's no eating.
Nah, it's on a diet. Hospital.
Yeah, it's the hospital. We tour all the hospitals in Italy to sample the amazing menus.
They serve.
If you're interested in joining us next year, go to pastagrammar.com/tour. I'll put a link down below. So we went and had an amazing pizza.
That pizza was very, very good, but after more than a month, maybe I'm craving some pasta.
So, as I said at the beginning, today I'm going to be attempting spaghetti with tomato sauce, which sounds really simple. And I know a bunch of you are thinking like, Harper, how could you possibly mess up spaghetti and tomato sauce?
It's possible because being so simple, if you don't know how to make it, you will ruin it. So
there's not a lot to hide mistakes
zero
in it. All right, well, hopefully I'm able to nail this, and hopefully you're able to learn either from my success or from my failure. Okay, so the first thing that needs to be said about spaghetti al pomodoro is that there are a few different approaches you can take to making the tomato sauce. But one thing is for sure, you definitely want to use really good, fresh tomatoes. Now is not the time to use the canned tomato puree. So one thing you can do is buy like plum tomatoes and boil them and peel them and then use a vegetable mill and make your own puree. That's a great way to do it. But my favorite way to do it is to use cherry tomatoes or grape tomatoes. We've talked about this on the channel before, but this is a great method, especially if you can't find really, really good, high quality fresh tomatoes. Cherry tomatoes just pack like this extra punch, super tomato-y punch. So it's a great thing to do. It's my favorite way to do it. Plus, I don't have a vegetable mill here today, so this is
the only option that we have.
Yes.
Let's be honest.
Other ingredients I have here is a clove of garlic. Obviously, spaghetti and tomato sauce requires spaghetti. This spaghetti came with the apartment, so we're going to use this. It's Garofalo. Garofalo is good.
Oh, it's a very good
Very
brand.
good. Very good pasta.
It's not the mushy pasta that they gave me in the hospital. They for sure didn't use it.
Depends on how I do here. This is olive oil. Definitely need some olive oil. This is olive oil that I brought from Dasa because when I came here to stay here in Cosenza, the first thing Ava told me was, bring the olive oil. So this was one of my assignments, was bringing olive oil from home. Good, local, organic, amazing, delicious extra virgin olive oil. And then of course here we have salt and basil. Very, very important, fresh basil. All right, I'm figuring out this induction stove here. Is that? Yep, okay. You can see here, so I've got my water boiling for the pasta here. Now this is one of those pastas where the sauce cooks so quickly that actually you can cook the sauce while the pasta is boiling, but to make things a little bit simpler and to sort of show you step by step without having to rush, I'm gonna kind of cook the sauce first and then cook the pasta. First thing is I need to prep my tomatoes, and all I'm gonna do is wash them and cut them in half.
Did you learn how to use a knife?
Yes. I know you guys don't see me cooking a lot, but you know, Ava, obviously, like a lot of Italians, will just use one of these knives. They're, what is this one? It's called Caimano.
Like the crocodile.
You can find them on Amazon and stuff, and they're just these really simple knives. They're not super sharp, but they're serrated, And once you learn how to cut stuff with it, it's really hard to go back. You're like, oh, like, why would I ever like dirty a cutting board and pull out a chef's knife just to like cut some tomatoes? All right, now I need to peel my garlic here.
And I want to see if you learn also the lesson about the garlic.
I know the lesson about the garlic. You'll notice I'm not crushing the garlic under my palm.
You're not using one of those garlic press.
No, we want just a hint of garlic. Cut the garlic in half and find the little sort of a germ in there.
We call them anima, like soul.
The soul?
The soul of the garlic.
There isn't much of one in this piece of garlic, actually.
Yes, because fresher the garlic is,
Yeah.
less soul it has.
Yeah. But if you see that thing that's like very green and stuff, pull that out. It's bitter, tastes too strong. And I'm gonna put the garlic, just the 2 halves, in the pan. And we have a very excellent olive oil from our friend Michele. You're gonna notice a theme here, which is I'm not measuring a darn thing. In fact, if you're making spaghetti and tomato sauce, the more you measure things, the worse it tastes.
I'm proud of you, Harper.
It's true.
I'm so
It's
proud
true.
of you.
All right, now if I can figure out this induction stove, we just want kind of a medium low heat, just enough to heat up the oil, start sizzling that garlic just a little bit. Okay, so now the induction stovetop is just stopped. The water stopped. This stopped. What is These are induction pans. They came with the apartment and they say induction on them. I know that you need to use induction pans with an induction stove, but why is it just turning off? All right, see my garlic there starting to sizzle. So, I'm gonna add our tomatoes. Do I have like a wooden spoon here or something? No, not really.
Look, the smell.
It already smells so good.
It's already smells so
Already
good.
smells so good. And really all I'm doing is just gonna cook these tomatoes until they release a lot of their juices and soften up. I'm gonna lightly salt them now, but I can always add more later, so I'm gonna go easy for now. Just a little bit. You want seasoning at every step of the process, except the part where you eat the pasta. Don't ever sprinkle salt on top
Because
of your
pasta is not a
cooked
salad.
pasta. Hey, add a wooden spoon to my shopping list.
Look good.
Yeah, so you can see the tomatoes are softening up here. You can start to kind of press them a little bit, get all the juice out. It's getting saucy. Because the sauce is really very, very close to being done, I'm gonna go ahead and cook the pasta. And again, I'm just gonna do this by eye. You hungry today?
I need to eat for 2 people after a month
Yeah.
in an hospital. What do you think?
That seems like 2 servings to me. Now, very, very important. We gotta salt our water here. Probably one of the biggest mistakes people make with their pasta is not salting the water enough. But you really want plenty of salt. And you really don't have to worry about over salting it. I mean, you'd have to go really pretty crazy to make your pasta too salty. It's very easy to undersalt it.
And you can always try it.
Right,
you
yeah,
need
and we're gonna try the pasta as it cooks. Also very important because you do need to check and make sure that it's properly salted. All right, pasta's going in. Just like that.
They're not going to break the spaghetti.
Nog. Eva.
Oh, the spaghetti doesn't fit in the pot, Harper.
Oh no, what are we gonna do? You just let it soften for just a second, and then, oh, it goes right in. I do have a spaghetti fork here in this apartment, so that's nice. Now, you should not cook pasta with a timer. You really need to do it by taste, by feel, to make sure the pasta is al dente. Also because we do want to slightly undercook the pasta because then we're gonna finish it in the sauce. Okay, so the sauce is starting to thicken up a little bit here. So now it's time to try it. That's good. Need more salt though.
Better?
Yep, that's it. So now, since the sauce is almost done, it's still a little bit more liquid than I, want it in the end, but it'll thicken. Now we're gonna add our basil. I don't like to tear up the basil personally. I like to just put the whole leaves in, but you can tear it up if you want. It's up to you.
You're the creator. Anything that you want, you can build here. This is your world.
Okay, and now at this point, the sauce is basically ready for the pasta, so I'm gonna just turn it off until the pasta is cooked. If I can, come on. Oh, now I turned off my water. No. Come on. No. I hate this thing. Turn on. Oh. Quick tip, don't just turn off your pasta while it's boiling.
Otherwise, the result will be the same of the hospital.
All right, the pasta's been boiling for about 8 minutes. I'm gonna check it now. Still just a little bit undercooked, a little bit too al dente, but we're gonna finish it in the pan, so I'm actually gonna end it there. I need to turn this back on. And the stove turned off again. Excellent. Spaghetti, by the way, is probably the most difficult pasta to cook al dente because it's so thin. It just very, very quickly goes from perfect al dente to just overcooked mush. Now we want the sauce to be at actually kind of a high heat here because we want to thicken the sauce. We want to stir it all together, and we're going to stir and cook. And if the pasta needs more time to cook, if it's not al dente yet, and the sauce is thickening too much, you can always add more pasta water.
That's why we don't like to drain some pastas.
No colanders, because I'm gonna add some now. And that gives me time. It just turned off again. Come on. Anyway, adding that pasta water gives me more time to cook the pasta with the sauce, which is very, very important to have those flavors combine. You want the sauce to soak into the pasta. We're not just putting spaghetti on a plate and dumping some tomato sauce on top. It just turned off again.
Do I need to go to a restaurant and ask for a plate of spaghetti and tomatoes?
Possibly. That is basically good there. But the best way to serve spaghetti is with those kitchen tweezers you see Ava using and a ladle. I don't have any tongs or kitchen tweezers.
But today we don't care about beauty. We care just about taste, about flavor.
And that is how you make spaghetti with tomato sauce. And then you hope that it's good and that your wife enjoys it. Now, of course, you can put cheese on top of this pasta.
You can, no?
You can, but I tasted the sauce, and if I may say so myself, I tasted and went, you know what? That's dang good. I'm going pure tomato sauce today.
If the tomato sauce is good, you don't need any cheese.
Which is a crazy thing to hear coming out of your mouth.
I know, but when the tomatoes are in season and you did a good job, I hope that you did a good job, you don't need anything else. I dreamed about this for a month.
It's been a long time since we just had a plate of spaghetti and tomato sauce.
Sì. Buon appetito.
Did I do good?
Mamma mia.
It is the most famous pasta dish in the world for a reason.
It's something that if you don't eat for a long time, you forget how good it is and how you missed it. Because you think, okay, but I can do this and the carbonara and the cacio e pepe and I can do the matriciana and I can do this. But then a very good plate of spaghetti and tomato sauce is the best thing.
It's the little things in life sometimes. The simplest things. Like being able to sit next to you and have a meal with you.
Like be able to eat a plate of pasta without crying. And by the way, you did a very good job.
Thank you. This was the very first dish that you ever taught me how to cook. You taught me how to make spaghetti al pomodoro, exactly like this. And I think this should be the dish that every single person who wants to learn how to cook Italian food should learn and master first.
This is the basic.
Yeah, because so much comes from the, it's just like learning how to cook spaghetti al dente,
How to season
how to
them.
season it, how to use very few but simple, good, fresh ingredients. And also this is the kind of dish that if you cook for people, it'll just like really blow them away. They'll think that it's much more complicated than it is.
I would not exchange this plate of pasta with nothing else in the world.
I know.
If you give me a plate of lasagna, no thank you, I can keep this. It's so good, Harper. There is more.
Yeah, I maybe should have made more.
By the way, if I can order my lunch for tomorrow,
What do you want?
again, I want again a plate of pasta with tomatoes.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope at least some of you go out and try to make some spaghetti with tomato sauce. I know it seems like such a basic dish, but really sometimes you gotta just go back to the basics. Also, a big thank you to everyone for all of your support and your love. Again, it truly means the world to us. We're still kind of getting back on our feet here, and
We are in a great zone.
yeah, and here in Cosenza, a new city for us, and in this apartment and everything. And so forgive us again if we're a little bit inconsistent with our videos and everything, but
We will try to do our best.
we'll do our best. And there might be some cool stuff here that we can show you guys. So we hope to be back very soon. Before we go, a quick shout out to a pasta grammarian, actually two pasta grammarians. Jamie and Carrie made this fabulous looking pot of ragu. And what's very fun and special for us is that they are a couple who came on one of our tours on the Weekend de Sa this year. And so that pot that they used to cook their ragu is one of the terracotta pots that they brought back from de Sa. So yeah, it's funny receiving a picture. We shout out all these recipes, but it's not every day you see a pot that
We know where it comes
Yeah.
from, and I bet the ragu tastes delicious.
Once again, if you want to join us on the Weekend de Sa or the Pasta Grammar Tour, check out the link down in the description below. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Ciao. I still have half a package of spaghetti.
So tomorrow we will make another version.
Tomorrow.
Right now.
I meant now.